Greetings, it is I, Danger Mario. Today I will be going over the corruption of the Purity Vanilla staff team, as well as griefing 2 staff inhabited bases. This video will cover a history of bias, false bans, abuse of privilege, and outright breaking the rules. Each like and view of this video increases its standing on YouTube, so if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and share the video to help spread awareness of this issue. Now let's get started. After not playing the server actively since 2019, I rejoined the server with a friend of mine, Exodonis. We set out to go to a base inhabited by 3 staff members as well as a large group that they are a part of, known as DC. Upon arrival, we began griefing the base. While I was still griefing, I was banned by the staff member Eulogy Singer, who happens to be the leader of the Team DC and owner of the base. While Exodonis continued griefing, I contacted Eulogy Singer on Discord and he told me to talk to the other admins about my ban in a ticket. Why should I have to discuss with other admins if he's the one who banned me and should know best? I ended up making a ticket, but in the meantime, while Exodonis was still griefing, numerous DC members joined the server and started attacking him. They were all lined up and I would have killed them all if I wasn't banned due to my PvP skill and their lack thereof. My false ban determined an unfair fate and skewed the server events in favor of DC. You will see this pattern repeat itself later on. The next day, my false ban was removed by another staff member, and instead they banned Exodonis. Exodonis did not have his false ban removed and had to wait out the 7-day ban. Even though my ban was removed, it was too late. My opportunity to kill the DC members was taken from me due to a bias false ban from the owner of the base I griefed. A few months ago while I was on Purity's PvP server, a staff member, Richa2, was online and fighting in the desert arena. His sword skills were extremely suspicious, he would barely miss a swing and his hits seemed timed almost perfectly. After he died, he went AFK for a bit in the spawn area. When I was rekitting at spawn I walked in front of him and his sword swung. I immediately knew this was a hack client module called Trigger Bot, which automatically swings at an enemy upon looking at it. After realization, I opened up OBS and recorded as you see here. While Exodonis was banned, My friend found a way to spoof the Meteor client emblem onto any player simply by sending a request to a URL. Knowing Richa2 was a hacker, it was very possible he was using Meteor client. The Meteor emblem can be seen by any other player using Meteor client. We Meteor spoofed multiple online players that we saw from Purity's server chat logs in Discord as well as players in the Q server.
You got baited. You got baited. You got baited.
Richa2 took the bait and falsely banned 5 players within 24 hours. Over a month later, after EXO's ban had expired and DC had begun building a new base, we set out towards DC's new base, with the intention to do exactly what we did before. This time we brought along the server's known griefer, Frostbite. When we had all arrived at the base, we started looting it and blowing it to pieces. After griefing the base, I messaged one of the DC members, Gaxer, to get on and check out his base. He logged on and started trying to crystal me, so I fought him, and eventually blew him up. His bed was blown up earlier, so he was sent back to spawn. After killing Gaxer, we all went to bed. But as soon as I got offline, I checked Purity's Discord server chat bridge and saw that Eulogy Singer had gotten online. I jumped out of bed and got back on Minecraft. Earlier Exodonis had found Eulogy Singer's Pearl Stasis chamber, so I began to travel towards it with the intention to trap him. When I arrived, I began to make a trap around his pearl, intending to pearl him back and crystal him when the trap was complete. Unfortunately, less than a minute and a half after I joined the server, Eulogy Singer logged off. From watching us earlier in Vanish, he would have known that we had located his Pearl Stasis chamber, and therefore not risk being online at the same time as me in fear of being pearl trapped. Funnily enough, within minutes of logging off, his teammates, Zane XL and Gaxer, came to my location and destroyed Eulogy Singer's pearl. After this, Eulogy Singer began to taunt me in chat, and his teammates swarmed me as if they were wasps and tried dropping anvils on me. This did not go very well for them as I pearled up to their anvil dropping bridges and scared them away. Purity Vanilla's ban system is very strict. For a first offense, you get a 7-day ban, and for a second offense, you get a permanent ban. This system in itself is not bad, but the way the staff manages it is. For example, the staff team claims that if something looks like ESP, they will treat it as such, regardless of the probability involved in the occurrence. Take this case for example. A player named Axel Hayes was banned for using radar. The evidence consisted of a moderator vanishing and unvanishing behind Axel Hayes. The moderator did this once with no reaction from Axel Hayes, but the second time Axel Hayes turned around, he was shortly banned afterwards. If you notice, Axel Hayes turns around only 2 frames after the moderator unvanishes, and with ping being a factor, it is likely he started turning before the staff member even appeared. Timing like that is not even humanly possible. Even if he turned after the moderator unvanished, you still have to take in account for the probability that he was just turning around to check his surroundings, and that it may not be that he was using radar. With a punishment system as strict as Purity Vanilla has, bans should not be based off of a probability, but rather definitive, concrete evidence. Axel Hayes was later proven innocent and unbanned, but many similar cases have not had such a fortunate outcome. Staff members who play the server like normal have their own likes and dislikes of players based off events that take place. This creates an unavoidable bias that you see in situations such as mine and Exo's, and it negatively affects the flow of normal events that take place on the server. Pairing that bias, their grounds for issuing punishments, and their strict moderation system, it creates an absolute disaster. That's all for this video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed.